Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Gators will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside is 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Wildcats offense will have the ball first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all of the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. Their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line.
And that is how you bring it. You see the ball, you go get it right now, and you bring the wood with some bad intentions.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grab near the marker. It's Patterson. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He'll pull it down and run. Looking for room at the 40. Ripping through the defense. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
These quarterbacks are nightmares to play. Pretty good coverage on the outside. Man-to-man, nobody looking at the quarterback. He takes off. He doesn't look like a quarterback. Looks like a running back. Chews up yards, gets way down the field, and makes a big play for this offense.
Just keeps moving. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. The Wildcats will have it 1st and 10. Slithers into space. Breaks the tackle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here's the pressure. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Florida's offense will get the ball for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, winning at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
The give to the back. Turning it on. Touchdown, Gator. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Looking to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Patterson. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on first and 10. He'll do it himself. At the 45 on his way. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
He'll bring it out. It's Washington. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
They'll go right back to it. There he goes. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it.
Right down the middle. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Florida.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Neither team's wasted time putting points on the board. They've got it back, down 14-10. Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got it in the middle. It's Gilmore. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Complete to the right. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. It's reverse. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. The short hands, it's Glass. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They'll go to the toss. Oh, better look out! He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Right back to the well. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. The Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Catch in the middle. It's Kamara. Fights off a defender. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Makes the grab. It's Pringle. At the 20, he's got space. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. With the run on 1st and goal. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Gator! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freaking...
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on, headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
The Gators have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players made big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. He's got it on the right.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
On the run, it's Patterson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Bully ball on 3rd and short. Oh, he's got some space. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. The give to the lone running back. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Off the play fake. Looking to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Steps away. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Absolutely center cut. That pulls them to within 15, 28-13 the score.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Makes a move. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Trying to get the corner. Oh, he's got a chance. Past the 1st down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Not overly complicated, not something the OC spent the whole summer designing. I take the ball and I toss it to my fast guy, get him on the perimeter, block it up good. My wide receivers commit to blocking, and boom, make a big play.
They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense has taken some licks. This QB's made him look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him.
You just can't go backwards. There he did, and they swarmed him for a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Throwing right. It's complete. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
And that's the danger. When you've got a receiver like that, if you blitz and you're playing man coverage, he's one-on-one, and he's going to burn you if you don't get home to the quarterback.
The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a 1st down. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's got it. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. This offense has been running wild in the 1st half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Big guy smells it. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. 2nd and goal coming up. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI.
Pass interference. Offense.
I know that's offensive pass interference, but I actually think that's a very heads-up play because that ball might have got intercepted. That was an errant throw. The receiver knew it, and instead of allowing the defender to pick it off, he knew, hey, I got to create a penalty here and save my quarterback and bail him out.
And they're able to get him on the ground. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the 1st half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage.
Touchdown, Gator! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Takes it on the return. He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And with that, let's send it back.
Got a little room. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Starting this third quarter on the ground.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Running back searching for a hole. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6. He now has 84 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. Now the play fake. He's going to let it go. Pulls it in inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Max going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Finds a little space. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Patterson. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
You know, they say sometimes for quarterbacks the hardest throws to make are when the guy's wide open. How do you miss that throw if you're the QB? Just put air on it. You can underthrow it by 10 yards. That receiver would have come back and fielded a punt.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Gator. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Miami of Ohio is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by just 2 to Bowling Green. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Get it out on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. The toss to the right. Running to Green. Breaks into the open. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. The Gators just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. To the ground with the back. Got room to work. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! He makes his way into the end zone for the 50th time in his career.
Man, what a mark to hit. A guy that's so good with the football in his hands. A guy that every single week you know this guy's going to touch the football. And when it gets near the end zone, Palmer, you still know he's going to get it, and he still punches it in.
He's the unstoppable force. It doesn't matter what defenses have done throughout his career. This guy finds a way to make people miss, to run away. He's got all the tools you look for in an outstanding running back.
They run the reverse. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll leave it with him. Got enough for the first. Touchdown, Gator! And they take it in for 6 more points. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Caught near the sticks. It's Gilmore. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Quarterback will keep it. Running into the open space. How about that job to get down in the nick of time to avoid the big hit? Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This is just so demoralizing. You want to talk about taking a game over. That's what this defense is doing right now. They are just winning in the trenches. They're easily the more athletic and more physical unit up front, dominating this O-line.
Find space on the right. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Trying play action. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now, the 7th sack of the game.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to...
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And what a way to end the quarter for this defense, forcing the big turnover. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
The Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Using his legs, it's Reeder. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this run.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Man, how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Spits it out to the back. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Kentucky will be forced to punt. They'll look to pin him deep. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He gets a block. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Intercepted for the 11th time. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the front.
They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Young. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. He'll try to really get into this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right?
Hits the afterburners. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
I'll tell you got to be careful if you're the defense right now because you're behind. I know you want to be aggressive. You might want to start blitzing, getting a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, but this offense is going to take opportunities when they have one-on-ones, and they just did right there.
Turning it on. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. The Gators have it with a 1st and goal. Trying to bull his way in. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. So close to cashing it in for this offense. The quick out. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Pass interference. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Bringing the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Wants to throw it. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission hold on 4th and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. In the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Young. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback gets enough. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Finds his man. It's Singletary. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. The short hands. It's gone. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Reeder. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Working that left side now. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Kentucky will be forced to punt. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking it and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. Because the defense is...
There he goes. He'll go out of bounds right at the 36 6-yard line, and the running game making its presence felt. And the Gators, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll try the run. At midfield, he's got room. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. Final shot falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different-looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And, David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.